I got a call the other day from an individual who was operating his bicycle in the city of New York, and he was basically run off the road and into an adjacent storefront because of the operator of a motor vehicle. And he wanted to know if he had a case against this operator for running him off the road, even though the operator of the motor vehicle never struck him. And my first question was, well, what happened? How did you get knocked off the road? And he said, look, I was on the bicycle path, and he was parked. And instead of he was parked right along the edge of the bicycle path. And in the city of New York, that's the way a lot of these bicycle paths are. You have the curbside, you have the bicycle path, and then you have vehicles that are parked adjacent to the bicycle path. And this vehicle was parked and began to move, but instead of moving, which would have been to the right onto the roadway, moved to the left into the bicycle lane. And I had no choice but to go right into the storefront, and wanted to know if he had a claim. And the answer would be, well, I would be more than happy to prosecute a claim against the operator of this motor vehicle. And the next question I had for him, do you know who that is? Because a lot of times in situations like that, the motor vehicle may not even realize or know that he or she knocked the bicyclist off the road, and that motor vehicle is long gone. But certainly, if you have the information, on the operator of that motor vehicle, ideally, in this particular case, the operator of the motor vehicle stayed at the scene, realized that he that he forced the pedestrian, even though he never made contact with the bicyclist, forced the bicyclist off the road into the storefront, and were able to prosecute a claim against against that motor vehicle operator. The police came to the scene. We have the police report. We have everything that we need to move forward. So the answer is yes. You potentially do have a claim against that motor vehicle operator. The key is, hopefully it's a situation where, the motor vehicle operator, saw what happened and stayed at the scene, and you have the information to move forward with the claim against that operator.